The next speaker is Mr. Satish Malhotra, past President, Chairman, Government Relations, AIFMP. He is the Managing Partner of Swan Press. He is also the Chairman of Paperboard and Paper Products Panel of CapExcel. He currently chairs the Standing Committee of Government Relations in the AIFMP and is the right person to talk to us about how government will support print exports post-COVID. He will share our experiences based on the exports he is already doing in Swan Press. He exports books and paper stationery products. He is also specializing in commercial print and packaging. He has also made a survey of his fellow printers who are into exports, who have seen success and failure. So we would like to hear from you, sir, Mr. Satish Malhotra.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Well, this pandemic has made the global business community to rethink their global procurement needs and thus to develop alternative sources other than that out of China. We shall now discuss how we as the exporter community and how the government should focus to help the exporting print industry to garner a larger share of this international business. To be a worthy and a sustainable exporter, we need to ensure to produce quality products and services at reasonable and acceptable prices. Standardization of quality is a must. The attitude has to change. There is only one way to do a job, and that is to do it perfectly right. There are no compromises, no second chances. In international markets, if goods get rejected, there is no recourse. So the success mantra is to develop a niche and be an expert and not be a jack of all trades. And that will really make us a sustainable exporter. And we will only be able to qualify for the benefits from the government once we are able to achieve these attributes. So myself as the chairman in CapExcel for the paper and printed paper products panel, it is my duty to be the bridge between all my manufacturer and paper product manufacturers and converters in India with the government. So it is my duty to bring all the schemes to the members and also to bring all the concerns of the members to the government so as to get suitable solutions for the industry. Well, what from the government? The government's job is to provide us a conducive economic and work environment, empowering us to overcome international competition, wherein there are lesser issues of compliance and bureaucratic hassles, easing of labor laws. We have already started seeing that labor laws are being eased, and various states have already started the process. So there should be an intent to make us a low-cost economy, which further calls for a reduction and rebating of high taxes and in various costs, even such as fuel and energy. To make ourselves globally competitive, the golden rule for exports is that we are to export our goods and not our taxes. So we need policies which are going to strip the incidence of taxes which have got embedded into the input costs, and that is what the government tries to do in its various schemes to provide us a level playing field wherein we can try to prove competitive. To what extent we have done it is a different question, but that is the endeavor, and that is the mission with which from CapExcel we also approach the government to get more and more out of the government to bring us that level field. To fulfill these objectives, the government has already various schemes. There are enough export promotion schemes, right from interest subvention to neutralize the high cost of interest, MEIS scheme to give us benefits to merchant exporters for the licenses, SEIS scheme, duty exemption and remission schemes, advance authorization schemes, DFIA, export houses, trading houses, start trading houses with their benefits, EPCG, and then we even have the TEE scheme where towns of export excellence can be created to specialize in certain special products. And then from the government, besides this, under this new changing environment, in export, what is very imminent is to have a great thrust on export marketing. So thus export marketing, marketing studies and penetration of export markets and initiatives concerning to that is what we at Capexcel, along with the Ministry of Commerce, try to do to our best. One of the major asks, and to some extent we have also been successful with the government, is that today all the embassies all over the world are now trying to act as enablers, except they have become responsive to the exporter community today. From when we as exporters approach these embassies and their foreign attaches and want information on the any survey information, market intelligence, report on certain buyers, I mean today the embassies are already trying to develop all these kind of powers within them. In the marketing access initiatives, we have been always given we have been always allowed to go to trade fairs and government. But what I see in today's world, traveling and trade fairs are now almost not happening. And just yesterday, I received a mail from the Frankfurt Messe that shortly there was a paper world exhibition which was to be happening in Dubai. It got cancelled. So now they are trying to conduct a virtual trade fair. So they are trying to evaluate and they are interacting, and soon we may have initiatives where even trade fairs, B2B meetings, buyer-seller meetings may also happen on the virtual platform. And then from the government, we will request that all what they were support they were giving us for the traditional trade fairs may also get extended to the new way of working, which our export community is going to soon face. We at the government, we have also asked the government, and the government is also looking into it is the review of the free trade agreements with the ASEAN countries, as we are finding that these have not worked to the advantage of India. They were done historically 5-7 years back. Time has come to readdress them and make them equitable for our international trade. With this pandemic, our buyers, who are the international buyers, they are also now facing a lot of financial stress, and thus that is going to require our exporter community to meet a wider credit cycle. I think the exporters, the bankers, and the government will have to come forward and look at policies. In case we are to keep all our customers in our fold or to bring new in our fold, we will have to come forward with solutions for easy access to credit, and that too at rates which are comparable with other countries, so that we can be competitive. The role of the ECGC, the insurance, the export guarantee cover, that is also going to become more important because there are going to be bigger extending of credit, and I think one has to very intricately study it, and exporters need to take benefit out of it. Friends, as is the theme of our presentation, that we need to have the environment so that we can invite the foreign print and packaging companies to set base in India. Well, for that, as has been discussed earlier, we definitely need to have the companies are looking forward for lesser bureaucracy, easing of labor laws, and companies should be free to adapt their work as per their market forces. The market for labor requires more flexible laws, and that would persuade companies to use India as a cheap labor and labor source and workers. We need better infrastructure, customs and port handling, discipline in shipping charges. No doubt, India has improved its ranking in the ease of doing business, but I still feel that issues like enforcement of contracts, copyrights, intellectual property, these are still matters which need to be addressed so that we can effectively create an environment so that companies or the print and packaging companies globally will feel like coming to India, set base over there, serve the Indian community, and also do exports. Well, friends, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You have spoken about the need for quality products and standardization in the current setup, so that it would be essential for printers to going for exports. You have also said that it is better to specialize on specific products. And then you went on talking about the possible government role for the post-COVID situations to increase the print exports. You have highlighted on ease of labor laws, stripping certain taxes, putting an emphasis on the export market by roping in embassies. And then the future you say is virtual trade fairs, and we have to get prepared for this.